descendo até o chão, ao som do tamborzão. Ela tá dançando, ele tá dançando, ela tá dançando no embalo do meu som. Ritmo envolvente quando toca, geral sente o tamborzão. Ela desce que desce que desce, ela desce que desce que desce, ela desce que desce que desce, quebra de ladinho, de ladinho. Ela desce que desce que desce, ela desce que desce que desce, ela desce que desce e depois quebra de ladinho. O tamborzão tá rolando e as minas vão descendo até o chão, até o chão. O tamborzão rolando solto e as minas vão descendo até o chão, ao som do tamborzão. O tamborzão tá rolando e as minas vão descendo até o chão, até o chão. O tamborzão rolando solto e as minas vão descendo até o chão, ao som do tamborzão.
Muito bom dia, senhoras e senhores. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Liga Mundial 2015, jogo de número 12 entre Brasil e Austrália. Match number 12 between Brazil and Australia. Convidamos a todos para ouvirmos a execução do hino nacional da Austrália. Please rise to the national anthem of Australia. E agora ouviremos a execução do hino nacional brasileiro. And now the national anthem of Brazil. Apresentação dos árbitros. Presidente of International Referees. Primeiro árbitro, senhor Yuri Ramírez, da República Dominicana. Segundo árbitro, second referee, senhor Fabian Cotia, da Argentina. Apresentação dos atletas iniciantes. Presidente of the Start Player. Equipe Team Austrália. Número 2, Kimmer. número 4, Sanderson, número 6, Edgar, número 10, Bell, número 12, Mold, número 13, Walker, líder, número 11, Perry, técnico coach, Roberto Santini. Vamos agora para a Isaac, 4, Wallace, 9, Rafael, 16, Lucas, 18, Lucarelli, 25, Lucas, o líder número 17, técnico Rodrigo.
e as opções de troca vão ser para ele, para tirar ele da pipe e trabalhar. Cuida, lá no grandão, aquela bola tá certinha a marcação. Exatamente, ele veio bem aqui, ó. Bem, exatamente, aí ele vai afundar a bola, porque tá na corrida. Então sempre que ele vier muito angulado, vai deixando mais, ok? Pega mais a linha de corrida, deixa a tirada para defesa, ok? Vambora, vamos ir.
Ele vai na paralela quando ele tá. And keep the ball, then we play high ball. And play, guys. Come on. The first step, so you play away and you have 4 chances. We cannot leave the space like this on the opposite from backline, man. We say you have to stay on the line. Let's go, guys. Come on, come on.
A tendência vai ser mais extensão, ok? Então vai ficar mais aberto e ele, se ele der pressão, vai sustentar mais o passe. Entendeu? Aqui, ó, entendeu? Mas tenta centralizar e subir a bola, ok? Nem que ela fique um pouco fora, ela ficou alta lá dentro. Então os 4 caras bem vivos para fazer o ataque, você e os outros 3. Tá legal? Só isso, vambora. Bora.
Wondering why at this level in men's competition we're seeing a little jump float serve. There's a very good reason for it, as you see that ball hit the floor. The jump float serve means the ball comes at you on a flat, straight line, so where it's going to drop is really difficult to work out. There's no arc on the ball. If there is an arc on the ball like that one from Bell, it becomes an easy play. You know exactly where it's going to come down. As soon as you pick that up point, you get the down point, and away you go. But the idea is with the flat serve that it could drop at any moment, so you're really trying to be kicked high around the chest area, and then also working out how you can play that. Makes it tricky. Then of course you've just got the big bruising jump serve, which Isaac's delivered and brilliantly passed, and Edgar gets the wipe. Very rarely now in volleyball at international level will you see anybody stood float serving. Lucas moving past the point of impact. Good. Lovely pick-up by Perry. Well watched by him. Did it catch the block? No, it didn't. Sanderson couldn't get any hands to be tempted to play it. That goes down as an unforced error. Good reactions from Perry. Had to change his body position really quickly because his weight was going backwards. And in this situation, that really needed to be put away. Wallace. Well, it's not a jump service, it's a spike at this level. That's brilliant from Sanderson. He found a gap in the block between Rafael and Lucas, and he used it brilliantly. That's good play from Bell as well. He's gone back to his outside hitter, who made an error, and he's abused Rafael. Good work. Well, that might have been going long, but that's the value of that jump serve, the float jump. You're not sure. Lucas played it. Chance sent Sanderson only with a roll, and that's an easy pickup for Brazil. Another chance, though, for the Volleyroos. And surely this time there's a touch. No, it's not been given. There's going to be a look from the... well, it did look like it caught Lucas, didn't it? You can tell. This one, the way the ball moved. Sanderson pretty much sure it hit somebody. Oh, yes, it nearly took all his fingers off. Well, it's not for the player to admit it, and they're always going to go, no, I never touched it. So the challenge has come in. It's going to go Australia's way. The official review should show Lucas having 3 fingers missing. Boom. Huge touch. So confirmed by the official review, Australia have the ball. Great piece of added value to volleyball to be able to have that opportunity. Lucarelli, though, tidies up, and Brazil side out straight away. Oh, and he's got himself a free hit at 4 as well. Awesome. Just run so quickly. With second tempo over the outside, over the middle blocker. Well, it was well watched by Lucas, but having to move laterally, so he couldn't get his hands across the net. He was having to go to his right. He was able to get his hands up, but not across, and that's why the ball travelled all the way over the baseline. Now Edgar. Can he deliver from the serving line? Now you know why Sergio's back. It is like he's never been away. One job, put the ball up, but not only did he do that, it's on a plate, a silver salver for Rafael, who goes behind to Lucas. No chance for Australia, technical timeout, and Brazil lead by 3.
Mesmo que não encaixe, mesmo que não feche o jogo, eles estão no seu jogo também, ok? Fica travado, bateu, subiu, é nosso. Tá legal? É, pois é,
Here's some of the highlights from what's been happening so far.
Set the ball on the net. Don't be afraid to set on the net when we defend the ball. We have to obey it and then we get ready.
Oh, interesting comment from Santi, just to set the ball off the net. They don't want to let Brazil, with a huge reach, get across and close down the space and make it difficult for Australia to put the ball away. So if you set the ball off the net, then you can create your own space again and give yourself the angles to go past the block. Obviously, the only trouble is you'll struggle a little bit the nearer to the outside it goes. Lucas, he's had an ace serve already. And you can see serving over 5 players into an area that's pretty tight for Australia. But unfortunately for him, and gratefully for the Volleyroos, that one doesn't go over. Well, that was an unforced error. They're thinking that there might have been a touch. Lucarelli pops the ball in, but Isaac has missed that one, all ends up. And it didn't catch Walker, or did it? They're going to go for a review, I think. Rafael is convinced that it touched Walker. What does the official review say? Wow, I don't think that did. He'd have had to grown his nail a little bit longer if it was his right hand. And I think Brazil are clutching at straws. Trouble is, you can only go, well, that's a really good view actually that they have. But unfortunately, the net, top of the net could be in the way. It didn't touch his hand. Did it touch his head as it went through? That's the question. I think from our first view, we could see it didn't touch a hand. We'd definitely see the nail or the finger move. They're going to try another angle. Walker's reaction says it all, really. He's never going to give any good poker face from him. Ooh, did he catch the thumb? So difficult to tell, isn't it? Watch Walker, right hand. Did it catch him? Rafael thinks he did. That's a tough one, isn't it? The only person who knows for sure is Walker. And you can't ask him. And the way it works is if they can't spot it, they can't see it, it didn't happen. Rafael having a little word with the first referee, Yuri Ramirez. I think they're going to go with no touch. Rafael goes up, in comes Isaac. Ah, no touch. I don't think it did catch him. No touch is the call. It's great to have the official review, but you know what? It really needs to be done a little bit quicker, doesn't it? I know it's an important decision. Certainly as far as Australia are concerned, they have the ball back, but that did take a while, and that can disrupt rhythm. But it hasn't disrupted Australia's rhythm because they've got an ace. Brazil convinced that was out. Well, they're not ready. That's dropped miles in. What were Brazil doing? They were not ready for that one. And nothing is going to happen either. Back we go again, all square. Great comeback this by Australia. They are firmly back in the game. And now Brazil are in trouble. Chance for Australia to have the lead here off the free ball. Oh dear. Well, what a terrible ball in by Sanderson, putting pressure on the backup setter, Grigori Sukochev. And there's really not much in his backcourts. He can play it over. It really was a wasted opportunity by Brazil, by Australia. And Brazil are let off the hook, big time. Good play. Well, the double substitution was being used by Australia to keep the 3 front court hitters, and you get that for 9 rotations. And that worked very nicely. Oh dear. Santilli not happy. Well, it's so frustrating as a coach when you've got a game plan and the very basics are not adhered to. Things that don't change in volleyball. Net height, size of the court. Ball must go in from serve, especially on the jump float serve. Australia back in, and they're going to make a substitution. Edgar comes in, no setter on court at the moment for Australia. That's a really nice swing off the block and out of play by Williams. Williams with the serve. That's why he's staying in, and Bell's not coming in just yet because he can deliver that. But they're unable to put it into transition. So Bell will come back on, Williams will go off. Good reverse set to Isaac. Australia back up to full strength. Their starting 6 are on. Oh dear. Well, a couple of compounded errors there by Australia, really. Firstly, not a good ball in by Walker. He knew that, but then Edgar, having to put a ball over, didn't put any kind of spin on the ball and make it at least tricky for Brazil to handle as a topspin roll, and they punished Australia as a result. Isaac with his second serve. That's a better ball in. That's more like it. Almost a little bit too high for Guymer, but he did well. He got something on it. It stayed in court. Just stayed in court. Walker. Good art. Good block. Another chance though, only a transition block. Oh dear. Well, that's one of those where the blocker thinks, should I go after it? Good reactions from Perry. Now, what's Bell doing, number 10? Well, he's set up for a big hit and he's too high. He's not low enough in defense on that play, and a chance to pick the ball up is wasted. You have to think on your feet so quickly and change your position so quickly. Rubinho delighted. William is in. Substitution for Brazil. That might have been going wide, but Sanderson couldn't get out of the way of it, so I had to play it. And Australia capitalise. Nice play, a little bit of room to work with down the line. That was a great hit. William forcing that one to Lucas, didn't really want to go to Evandro, 8-4, who's the other new guy on court. But you know what, he had the better angle and this level, you think, come on, have a swing. Let's not make it difficult for ourselves. Andrew not getting it. Lucarelli off the block, and out Sanderson, frustrated. Had a long way to go, Sanderson. Arriving at the party a little bit too late. Edgar proving to be a threat yet again. Now, this is where Australia need a breakthrough from serve. And it's this area of their game where they know they need to tighten up on. And it's a bit far in front, and it's a foot fault from Edgar. He threw that one up too far, and as he went chasing after it, his foot touched the line. He must take off from behind the baseline. As we can see, he's comfortably over. Now this is a worry for Australia. They want to get off this rotation really quickly now. Lucas with the serve. That's a decent ball in. Have to go again though, knocking on the door, which hasn't been opened just yet. And now it's a gift. Well, I guess it was a bit of a Trojan horse of a gift, wasn't it? Because it wasn't what it turned out to be. Poor ball in, and William all over the net, but forced into it. Well, if we get to 24 all, we'll keep going till one team gets two clear. That's a top pass from Sergio. And a great put away through the middle. Only the second time they've really used the backcourt pipe, but they've scored on both occasions. Brilliant. When you've got that, it just splits the block, and it also splits the defense. Set point for Brazil. The double substitution reverse. Wallace back into the front. Rafael goes back to serve. Probably Brazil's strongest rotation. And it's put away by Edgar off the block. Lucarelli playing at 6, didn't get opposite to Edgar. He left a lot of cross court. I think perhaps he was looking for touches off the block to chase the ball down, not really setting up on the power, but Edgar's so high over the net. Now, they're going to challenge the foot fault, I think. They're looking to see whether or not he touched it. No, he looks behind from that shot, but that's pretty much our furthest camera away. Well, they did have cameras on the lines for challenges. You just think, you know, a camera that can look down the 3-meter line would also be helpful in that situation. Well, that's a pretty good view, isn't it?
No fault.
And no fault. So the third official just advising the first official that it's okay, and it is point for Australia. That's not the right foot. It's not the white shoe you have to worry about. It was the shoe nearest to the camera. Big serve this then for Mote. Bumped away by Isaac. Set point number 2 for Brazil. And again, he's hit that ball across his body. And again, Geimer has tried to stop the cross court. Isaac does like to swing across. That's where you've got to think, do you know what? I'm just going to go for it. Show that and then drop back the other side. But it's set point Brazil. That's a good ball in. It's all about the quality of the first pass at this level. Once you have that, then you have your advantage, and then you're able to split the block. And it is so important. Those gaps in the block are what the hitters thrive on. Bell. Sergio with a rare. It's put away, and that brings up the third set point chance. Lucarelli. getting that one. It looked like he went through the hands of Walker. Well, we've gone back to old school volleyball now, where you could only score points from serve. And that's pretty much what we're doing here as Australia level things up. Just old school side out, because someone's got to score from serve to unlock this first set. Australia are going to have to make it happen twice. Brazil just need a side out and then a point from serve. Set point number 4. This is a real test of character here for both teams, really. An understrength Brazil team against an Australian team. Very talented, but still learning their trade. That will be welcome. Wallace going for it, which you might as well do in that situation. Had it gone in, it would have been the set for Brazil. As it is, they're back on even terms. Well, Geimer playing at 6. Wonder whether that was a good play, really, because you want your libero back in at some point. But you have to wait obviously to the end of the serve. Geimer was far too far in court. 6 players normally patrol that baseline. Set point number 5. I just feel that actually the momentum is shifting here towards Australia. 2 missed serves in a row for Brazil. No pressure on Australia to side out. And now Edgar could deliver here. He's taking no chances. He's putting that ball way back, and that's pretty much a free ball for Brazil. And they are punished. Well, that's where he probably needs a jump flow serve, Edgar, because that was just a bit of a dolly dropper. And then Wallace comes in and hammers it past Sanderson like he wasn't there. Lucas, bit of pressure on him. 2 previous servers failing to deliver. And Rabinho just pointing out that's 3 in a row, guys. Well, you can all see that. Timeout called. Rabinho is going to read the riot act to his team here.
Pensar o jogo, tá? Não dá pra ficar no final arriscando tentar decidir o saque. Tá? O teu peso é pra lá, não do meio pra lá, é do meio pra cá em cima do ponteiro. Tô em cima dele, vai pesar nele. Pelo menos um por um nessa fase. Uma quebrada lá é toque. Outra coisa, o cara na saída tá jogando sem seguração. Deu merda, ele vai receber a segunda. Até tá continuando com a segunda também. Depois ele vai pra lá. Quando ele entrar mais reto, a nossa 1 vai cair longo. E assim, quando ele engolar, a gente vai rodar normal. Vambora. Vai.
Well, all the fans have their favourites. Lucarelli currently on court. Lipe currently on the bench with Murillo. The 2 starting outside hitters, potentially. Certainly Murillo's a starter normally, having a rest. Sanderson. Australia still yet to engineer a set point. And it's the 6th opportunity now for Brazil. Rafael. Oh, he's done it. A devious little float serve from Rafael, and Brazil take the opening set here at the São Bernardo do Campo against Australia. Well, this is why that jump float serve is so horrible to deal with. You don't know where it's going to drop, and that is an absolute corker from Rafael, beating Sanderson, who is not happy. This is what the fans thought. And that's what Rafael thought. Well, Brazil get away with it, really, don't they, in that first set? Such a huge lead they had. They allowed Australia back in, but they've just about snuck it. Here are some of the highlights from that first set. Here are the vital statistics. 31-29, great start to this best of 5 set match. 2 aces Brazil, 1 for Australia, and one big block of note, wasn't it? That was Isaac against one-on-one against Geimer. But Australia will certainly want to reduce the errors column. That's way too many. If you want to get involved, you can join the conversation on Twitter at the hashtag FIVB World League. We'd love to hear from you. So, confirmation of the first set score, 31-29, just under 40 minutes. Cracking start. Well, plenty of entertainment for the fans in between sets. 5 minutes allowed between sets for the World League. The scores so far on the doors for the teams: Brazil beat Serbia 3-2, and then they beat them 3-1, and they beat Australia 3-1 in the opening game of this 2-game series. We have a look at some of the super slow-mo. Isaac's above the height of the antenna. Now that net's 2.43 meters. And to kind of put that into perspective, it's the same height as the crossbar in football, soccer, 8 foot. And you can just see how high these men get above it. Make some good goalies, wouldn't they? Australia's road so far has not been quite the one they would have liked. They lost twice to Italy 3-1, and of course, I mentioned they've already lost to Brazil 3-1. But they have taken sets, and they have showed what they're capable of. Just looking at the lineups that have been handed to me for the start of set 2, and there's no changes for either side. Australia have gone back 1 rotation. Walker, who started at 3, is now at 4, and Brazil have gone forward 1 rotation. Wallace, who started at 4, has moved to 3. Normally the teams will put their lineups out so the setter when serving is in the back row, either serving or if receiving about to serve. Interesting that for Brazil they've gone with Eduardo starting to serve. Second set, Rafael at 6. And a tough one for Australia because they've got their setter at 3. So one of their weaker rotations. But they get off it first time. But the toughest rotation for any team is when the setter is at 4, having to receive. You've got to come all the way across the net. That one definitely in. Good blocking by Brazil. Oh, beautiful. Well, they invented that play, and they are still, for my money, the masters of it. Australia couldn't manage to build a decent attack, and then just when they needed it, the backcourt pipe does the business for Brazil. But it's the other three players that are coming in to... But they wouldn't be looking at anything to do with the net here unless somebody from Brazil touched the net. Here we go. Did anyone here touch the net in block? Well, the net's moving. Oh, yeah, elbow. Lucarelli. Lucarelli's right elbow. As he comes up, catches the net. Well, that's what it looked like. And then there's a big net touch from Isaac as well. So I think we've got it on the way up, and then Isaac on the way down. Well, I think we can all agree there's a net touch. Just waiting for that confirmation. So it's going to be Australia's ball. Thing is, though, Isaac knows he touched the net. This is what's great about this little situation we got now. He knows he touched the net, and he's hoping the technology hasn't spotted him. Santilli, hopefully he's going to get the good news. Well, so they're saying that there was a net touch first. Oh, there's the net there. Touch on the way up. That was Lucarelli's right elbow as he came up, and then a touch on the way back. So Australia have the ball. Lucarelli and Isaac both knew they touched it. No, I think that expression shows you he knew he touched it. Oh, huge block from Bell on Lucarelli. That one come back and smashed him right in the head. Bell, lights out. Lucarelli feeling that one. Oh, right in the schnoz as well. Oh, and then Bell getting smacked by his middle blocker. I don't think he felt that one, though. Oh, clever, but really, Edgar should have done better. Lucarelli's hand was up early. There was never going to be a hard hit coming. Watch Lucarelli, up goes the hand. And Edgar was late to react. There was another chance, but he couldn't quite get there in time. Oh, top serve. So difficult when you put that ball between two players. Really, Walker and Sanderson need to communicate better. That needs to be a step taken by Sanderson. He's slightly off-put by Walker being next to him. Nice pick up. Well, you don't get 2 points for hitting it hard. And at this level, everyone's expecting it to be hit hard. Australia unable to put the ball away, and then in transition it's all Brazil. Look at the back three for Australia, all set up for a big hit, and it didn't come. Well watched by Lucarelli, aware of the fact that Bell is front court and could have a hit. But Edgar tidies up. Well watched by Lucarelli. That's his job. He knows he has to key in on the setter's touch. He did that, but then he was nowhere to be seen for that ball to Edgar, was he? Well, that's overpassed, and that is dispatched. That is a gift for Edgar, and Australia in front. I shouldn't Don't sound so surprised. They took the second set against Italy in their first game. They took the third set against Italy in their second game. And in their first game against Brazil, they took the second set, losing the first one. Lucarelli back in business. One-on-one, no chance really for Bell. Says no, the bench are up. Edgar's looking away like, oh dear, that was a throw. Edgar knows it was. He's apologising to Lucarelli, but the referee's view very different. Now, how long did it stay in his hands? Long enough for him to have a look and check the maker. Oh yes, back to 80s volleyball with that one. For Australia, they'll take it. Oh my, that is sensational volleyball. That's almost unstoppable. You're watching the middle and then over the top comes Lucas. There is no time at all for Guymer to get in on this. He's up, now he's down and boom! Eduardo brings the heat. Oh, great pick up, Sergio. Lucarelli trying to influence the ref. You've got to play on, takes the ref's whistle. And that's what they've done now. Wallace with the hammer. Brazil back on level terms. The crowd go wild. Great pick up from Sergio. And then Lucarelli to Rafael. Wallace. Boom, thank you very much. No chance for Perry. Definitely blow hot and cold do the Brazilian serving lineups in the form of Lucarelli, Wallace and Lucas. When they get it right, almost ace time. And when they get it wrong, it's a bit embarrassing. In the past. Oh, Rafael! What a block! Edgar really didn't take that one seriously enough. And he has been blocked by the shortest man on court for Brazil. Oh, that's a delightful set. Oh, my goodness me. Edgar over the top. He hit that ball pretty much above the height of the antenna. That was phenomenal. Quality from Edgar. And his overpass block forgotten.
Hey guys, hey. It's not to have a problem, and then they dip one ball, and then they dip the second ball, and then that's why you have to follow this ball for the tipping. So if you can make 3 blocks, you can. If you cannot, you go for the tip. Be ready for the tip. Let's look at it. Okay, come on, let's go.
Well, here's some of the stats for you so far in the match as a whole. And Brazil's error rate has crept up a little bit, and if anything, Australia's has gone down. Interesting, Santilli saying to his boys, look, if you get 3 blockers in, fine, but if you don't, 4 blocker or 2 blockers got to come off and be ready for tip cover. So what he's saying is, back 3 guys, get set for the big hit, take that, and I want my off blocker to cover the tip ball. Let's see how they get on with that. Edgar will be looking to see if he can score some points. This is a great position for Australia right now. They have the lead in the technical timeout. They've got the momentum, and now Edgar's got the serve. Oh, well, curse of the commentator. He only just about made the net with that one. Almost went under it. View from the pig pen, as it's known. All smiles at the moment for Brazil. Oh, Well, that's what Rafael can do as well. He's got the jump float serve, but he's also got a little quick jump serve, just putting a little bit of top spin and deception on the ball. That one didn't come down in time for him. And Sanderson. Goodness me, what a spike from Isaac. Now, those of you still new to the game, those of you learning your trade, watch the way that Isaac comes all the way over. It doesn't matter that Rafael is brought almost to 4. Isaac's up with Wallace following round him, so there could have been another second tempo attack over the top of that. You always follow your middle blocker, and if he couldn't have got round, you know what? You'd have gone C-quick. The short behind, Rafael could have used him there as well. Having that understanding between middle blocker and setter, so important. Get his hips under far enough and it just span off his arms and out of play. But he did front up to Lucarelli, that was good to see, got opposite him. Well, he went over the top of the block, but he wasn't able to find that baseline. He had a little bit more room to the line than he probably realised. Would have gone inside the block. Australia showing that they too can use the backcourt pipe. Lucas not too happy with that because he was there waiting. The value that Lucas and Isaac have on those middle attacks from opposition teams is the fact they can stand there with their hands above the net. So a little tiptoe block, commit in the middle, and then back up full commit on any second tempo attack makes them difficult to break down in that position, which is why that was such a good spike from Australia. Good pick up by Bell. Sanderson though trying to go for the kill. Wallace denies him. Good reactionary save, and then Sanderson is denied by Wallace. Lucas embarrasses, well, his blush is spared really because he was out of position. Good cover by Lucas. Oh, wonderful play, Lucarelli getting that one down inside. Geimer cross court. Watch Lucarelli back out, loads of room, up he goes, and then he says, yep, I've got cross court. He puts it down. Edgar out of position, couldn't pick it up. Oh, top serve from Wallace. Pinning Walker. Walker not able to go anywhere. He's got Bell penetrating from behind him. And he didn't really move his ball. You've got to contain the ball in this situation. You've got to ideally play it between your knees. And you can see Walker falling to his left and he's weak. So the ball has turned him, it's gone into the crowd. If you can just take that step, you can contain the ball, you keep your shoulders facing the net.
You have to pass in the middle, be careful. You have to follow pass. And he's taking the ball straight. Then you have to be here. Don't leave, you can leave the line and come on, guys, stay down.
Not simple stuff, really. Side out, let's play. And all about that ball in, isn't it? It really is. Good ball in, height equals time. There's loads of height here at the Sao Bernardo do Campo. You'd struggle to kick the ball into the ceiling. Said about that one, the better. Wallace hoiks it back. And Walker thinks, you know what, that's going out. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, it's one of those moments in volleyball, but you quickly forget it. And Australia will want to do that now. They need their side out. Oh, they get it. Nice play. Edgar with a bit of fire through 4. Definitely a mismatch. Edgar can go over the top of Rafael, but the ball wasn't wide enough for him to do that. He had to take Lucas on, but he was late arriving. So advantage Edgar now. Walker. And Lucas doing the same as Isaac did against Gaiman with that ball across his body. Gaiman in no man's land. Well, that's interesting. Santilli saying we forget about 25, so they don't care about Eduardo. He's not a threat as far as they're concerned, and they are then looking to double up, go after Isaac and Wallace. They're the threats in those rotations when Eduardo comes to 4. When Eduardo comes to 4, it's Lucas and Rafael, and then it becomes Wallace and Isaac. So they think, and they're seeing that Eduardo's not getting much of the ball in front court, so they don't have to worry about him. And when you can make those kind of decisions, when you know that's a big kind of relief because you haven't got that pressure if he's not being used, it's up to Brazil to spot the fact that Australia aren't really paying him much attention. And that's exactly where they need to be firing. Rafael being exposed through 4. That's a great swing from Sanderson. Wide, and Edgar over the top. That ball was in. Lucarelli saying it's out. Sergio says it's out. Well, generally, home matches, lines judges can favour the home team. Not necessarily by design. Ooh, do you know what? The thing is, the ball has to... Wow! Well, it's not even close. It is a comfortable mile out. But do you know what? My first thought then was it clipped the block on its way out. The ball has to touch the line. It has to impact. If it lands and then doesn't touch it, but then the next frame the ball compacts down onto it, then that would be... Now, this is interesting. I thought there might have been a touch here. Well, there wasn't as well. So it missed the block and it missed the baseline. Great camera work to pick up the fact that it was out and didn't touch the block. And well spotted by Lucarelli. There's going to be point for Brazil. Lucas, he couldn't get out of the way of that one. Reacting a little too slowly, Lucas. Off the shoulder number. Edgar. Oh, fantastic play from Brazil. Wonderful set from Rafael. He held it there and he held it there. And he drew in Bell and he drew in Mote. And he said, there you go, son. have a ball through 4, and Australia weren't giving him much attention, which is why Bell committed in the middle. Rafael just served up a free ball through 4. Nice work, Mote, getting that one down. There's nothing better as a team when you can get a warm-up hit through 4 than no block. One-on-one's good, but one-on-no-one is better. Lucarelli unable to stop that one by Mote. Double substitution by Australia, just as they did in the first set. And on to court comes Nathan Roberts, acting as an opposite player. Well, he's come through for the outside, actually, and they've also brought on... that's 3 substitutions for Australia. They're very, very quickly as that ball goes down from Brazil. So Williams is in, Roberts is in, and also in is the centre, Sukachev, number 14.
Number 13, Walker.
Well, from my view, I thought it had gone wide, to be fair. Sanderson stood down the long line. He can see everything. He's on his back here. Then he gets up. He sees the ball. And he's let it go. And he wishes he hadn't. Impacting on the line. It's just not quite going right for Australia at the moment.
We don't have to be afraid. We don't have to be afraid to play the ball again. To play the ball again. It's a good shot from the block. Play again. Come on, come on. Let's start again. Come on, boys. Come on.
Yes, what Santilli's saying is that, you know what, boys, let's not hope for it to go out. It's a good shot into the block, nice continuation hit. Let's rebuild, go again, don't be afraid, go up, take them on. Well, it is all very new for Australia, playing in the top tier of the World League. Acquitting themselves well, just a few errors that crept in, which at this level will be the difference between the teams. Nice play, not sure he knew much about it, but he did flick his shoulder up. Rafael couldn't keep it in play. Walker finishing things off. Well, you can see the way his hips moved under this, and even though it hit him on the shoulder, still kept it into play, but Rafael, though, couldn't. Williams is having an impact, and it's a positive one for the Volleyroos. They are now just 3 behind. Nice wipe off. Oh, wow. Well, Australia were convinced that that ball was going to come over, but what a set that is. And what a great swing from Lucarelli to find that sideline. There's going to be a review. Australia think it was out. The ball has to impact, has to touch the line. And if it doesn't from the first frame, if the next frame as the ball compresses, it touches the line, then it's in. Looks a bit like Hawkeye, doesn't it? Official review in.
Please, here it goes. No more is intra-space in this line, right? Thank you.
Sukachev is the captain on court, so he's allowed to talk to the first referee,
no more.
Who's now being told that his coach, you've got to shut up, coach.
Yes, no more.
was a tough serve from Isaac, really well passed though by the unit responsible for that. However, Sanderson on that backcourt pipe with the unforced error. Brazil now 3 away from the 2-0 lead.
Apresentando o número 6, Edgar.
Wallace is a unique player because he doesn't need a huge run-up. 2 steps and he jumps as high as anyone else, if not higher. Watch. 1-2 up, bang. And he does that week in, week out for Santa Cruzeiro, and he does it as well for Brazil. Phenomenal. Whilst we were watching that, double substitution for Brazil. William is on and Evandro is in. Evandro playing opposite William in his setter. William with the serve. Interesting, William playing at 6 in D. Not often you see a setter play there. That's a shame. Edgar on the chase. But actually, he's got to be fearful of that going into the advertising hoardings. He doesn't want to do that. Sanderson hoping for a touch, and that is the end of the set. Brazil lead 2-0. They're in control here at the São Bernardo do Campo. It was a tough serve, and then Brazil were camping out at 4. Sanderson trying to avoid the block. It was nowhere near the court, and it didn't touch anybody except some fans in the crowd. Well, one thing is for sure, Brazil won't be writing off Australia. They know that they are capable of a comeback, and Brazil have to play at their best to keep this Australian team down. That was a great block from Bell as we have a look at some of the highlights from the second set. There are moments that just make you go, wow. And I'm sure there will be players watching this from other countries who play at this level who will still be going, wow. That was just phenomenal. Perfect second tempo attack through the middle on the backcourt pipe. Didn't get any better than that. And Sanderson also replicating it, but you can see the difference. Santos and also Lucas able, because of their height, to get in and make touches. So this is how the set 2 went. And much better from Australia. They reduced their error rate by 5. Brazil reduced theirs by 3. But three blocks to 1 and a couple of aces were the difference in that set for Brazil as they got to grips with Australia's attack and started to open up and exploit their passing unit. Want to get involved on Twitter? Please do. Hashtag World League Volleyball. So that's how things have gone so far. 31-29, 25-19. far as Australia will be concerned. They'll be telling themselves there's still 3 sets to go. It is a best of 5. Well, the fans are being delighted with what they've seen so far, and they'll be very pleased with the way their team have performed. Well, I've just been handed the starting lineups for both teams ahead of the third set. No changes for Brazil, and they are as they were from set 1. Wallace at 4, Isaac at 3, Eduardo at 2, Rafael at 1, Lucas at 6, and Lucarelli at 5. Australia have made a change, and they've changed their setters. For Bell is off, and number 14, Grigory Sukachev, is in. He starts at 2, Walker is at 3, Geimer is at 4, Edgar will be at 5, Sanderson at 6, and Mote will be at 1. Santilli with a roll of the dice then, changing his setter to see whether or not that changes the fortunes of the team. Can Sukachev link up with his 5 guys on court and create trouble for Brazil? Fantastic view here, 6,000 fans packed in right on top of the action. The on-court announcer was whipping them up into a frenzy before the game, throwing in t-shirts and all the rest of it to the crowd, who were all getting very excited. So the second referee just checking the rotations are all correct. Australia are okay, just checking Brazil. And a little change up, Brazil bringing in their second libero. So Brendel Thiago comes in, number 21. Mote with the serve. First point, Isaac on the C-quick, short behind. Brazil on the ball. Nice work, big gap to go through as well. Geimer not paying attention as to where Isaac was going to come. Good quick arm from Geimer. Best link-up he's had so far in the middle. Nice glimpse of Brendel Thiago. Wow, what a spike. Well, you can run out of superlatives, can't you? No chance at all for Geimer in the middle. Isaac all over that one. When you play against it week in, week out in training as well, you know when it's coming in the match. And Lucas stopped that one brilliantly. Not much Sukachev could do about that. Sukachev on the run. Australia scrambling here. Edgar. He's looking for a touch. Is there a challenge to come? And there is a challenge to come. There needs to be, because Brazil are running away with this third set.
Desafio solicitado pela Austrália.
That's all okay, no net touches, play on, but was there a touch here? No, there wasn't. Well, it's going to be Brazil's ball. Certainly from that view, there was no touch. Santilli pointing to Lucas to say he touched it, and Lucas quite rightly saying, no, I didn't touch it. And the referee is going to back him up. Went past him. No fingers flapping in the breeze. This time there was a touch. Good touch from Wallace to slow it down. Now Lucarelli goes off the block and out of play. Brazil soaking up the Australian pressure. Coming back with a cracking hit of their own. Well, unsurprisingly, a timeout called by Australia.
Come back and play. Yeah, the same. The first set was the same. We start 5 points, and then we come back. But you have to be here and play. Ball by ball and start the game. Come on, come on. Here we go. Hold it now, guys. Push it. Here we go.
Well, I think Santilli is hoping his team will do what they did in the first set, isn't he? He said, look, we were down loads in the first, we came back, we need to do the same again here in the third. But he's scratching his head right now as he tries to figure out a way for his team to get back into this one. Oh, there's no way through for Edgar. Brazil put up a wall at 4. Cracking block. It's Lucas who made the touch. Good lead. And again, it's another point for Brazil. 8-2 at the technical timeout. Is there any way back for Australia?
Olha bem sempre aqui, ó. Sempre aqui. Na linha. Tá? Bora, bora.
Well, that's how it looks at the moment. From the stats point of view, Brazil out-blocking Australia big time at the moment, as we can see. Well, there's a change. Edgar, having been blocked, has come off. And so he's been replaced by number 18 for Australia, Alexander Williams. Wallace with the serve. That'll restore some confidence for Australia. That was a horrible serve from Wallace. Well passed and really good put away. Gap in the block exploited by Sanderson. There's a gap in Raphael's arms. Oh dear, that needed to go over. When it hits the net, can go anywhere. Unfortunately for Australia, he didn't make it over. No. Lucarelli plays for Ceci SP Sao Paulo along with Sergio in the Superliga here in Brazil. Good swing from Williams, bringing the hammer. Nice ball in from Perry, that's what he's there for. And the Selva Tallinn volleyball player Williams puts that one away. Just brilliant. That was a top serve actually from Australia, but so well passed. And look at that, quick. Lucas hammers it down. Lucas was having a bit of a run with Bruno and going on a 1 foot slide behind. Haven't seen that yet in this game. He doesn't seem to do it with any of the other setters. But bringing a bit of the women's game to the men. Something you see time and time again in women's volleyball. But brought to the men's world stage for the first time in the World Championships last year by Bruno and Lucas. And Raphael was convinced that ball was in off of his block, but it goes down as a block out. Didn't catch Sanderson on its way past either. That's the important thing. Good move out of the way from him. A long look, but it's no good. Someone doesn't find the baseline. Matthew, it did, didn't it? But there you go. Raphael. Walker delivering from 4. Unfortunately for Brenda Thiago, couldn't even play. That one looks like, well, it is in, isn't it? Is it? Oh, do you know what? The frame on the frame, it just happens to be in between the frames, but. There you go, that was no review, so signs of being out. Isaac definitely in with that thumper. And one for Eduardo to forget. Telling him, just make up for it now with a good pass. Generally, as a player, you kind of work on good and bad, and if you make a mistake, as long as you make the next point or your next play a good one, your touch, good ball in like that, then you're back on track again. Someone's wrapped up with Walker and Egg, unable to get a sufficient touch on it to send it down. Cool. Anyway, with the serve. Happy with the way things are going at the moment. Oh, good pick up, Perry. And a great swing from Sanderson. And some fight back here from Australia. That's more like it. Brilliant to see Perry holding his ground, getting his hands there, and literally it's just a slight move to get under the ball. It brings them a point. Walker now with the serve. Well, that's where Brazil have had the measure of Australia so far in this match. Bernardinho will be happy with the way things are going. We can only watch from up in the gods as he has a 10-match suspension, which is currently serving, which is why Rubinho, the assistant coach, is promoted to head coach. This is the 4th match of that suspension, still 6 to go for Bernardinho. really desperately trying to get his team focused and in gear. It's the speed of the attack from Brazil. It's not so much the height. They don't go for high and wide and give other teams time. That ball never even got above the height of the antenna on that reverse behind. And Wallace is in so quickly. Australia's block doesn't have time to get set. Mote's still trying to get there, and he is too late. Oh, another good dig. Libro's working hard. Chance now, though, for Brazil. Oh, and Lucas. It was a nice idea to go sequence to Lucas, but look at his position and the way that he likes to hit the ball. He wasn't opened up correctly to have a swing, and he's ended up like Bambi on ice. Second technical timeout. Brazil with a healthy lead.
É porque a minha ele faz bem os dois movimentos, então fica um pouquinho mais isolado. Um pouco menos, um pouco menos Rafa na rede, um pouco mais do outro, aí jogar bem, mais a soltura vocês dois, tá? Na rede, vai marcar o setor, né? Tá?
Well, not much to be said for Brazil. They're 2 up, they're 6 up in the third. Do you know what? When you're a coach and you're winning, and the game plan is working, there doesn't need to be anything said. You don't have to talk for the sake of it. The timeout, sometimes it's just about having a breather, having a rest. Lucas for Brazil. We'll forgive him there. Middle blockers very specialised nowadays. So much so that they just come in, block and hit, and if you can get anything from them serving-wise and a dig, that's a bonus. That's a good recovery. Hoisted back into court. Australia with 2 front court attackers. And Walker does the business. Luca really under pressure, but really good turn. Eduardo Lucas Loas, he's got on his shirt, covering, linked into the play. Unfortunately, though, he wasn't linked into that. He was still moving as that ball came at him. When the spiker leaves the floor, you've got to stand still. Well, the scoreboard keeps ticking over in Brazil's favour here. I think Santini's seeing the writing on the wall. It is definitely a matter of having the same sort of speed, if not quicker, than Brazil, and being able to move them laterally like Mote has done. When Isaac's having to go with one hand like that, it's always going to favour Australia. Oh, that's a top set from Mote. Oh, and a better swing from Williams. But what a play that was. The ball having hit the top of the net took the pace off it. Mote falling backwards. But look at this. Wow, what a set from the middle blocker. And then a really good hit from the back row by Williams. Mote with the serve. Nice play. Wallace showing he can hit through 4 as well as through 2. Lipe enjoying that. not had to come into court, has Felipe Murillo. Not required at the moment. Jorginho happy with the guys that are on court. Well, it's never going to be easy for Williams having to be understudy to Edgar. I'll tell you what, he's come in and he's doing a fine job. More suited to him being a lefty over on the right-hand side. Opens up that line for him. And nothing the libero could do about that one. Well, that was unlucky by Perry. Made a great touch in the circumstances, but there was nobody on the far side who could help him out. And in fact, the setter, Sukuchev, was late to react after that ball was hit. You can see he just turned his head. He didn't turn his body to link in. If he'd have turned his body, he probably could have chased that one down. Top serve. Sanderson beaten. All ends up. And Brazil now heading closer to victory. Oh, that's horrible. He's got Geimer right in front of him. His view is restricted. Really difficult situation to pass the ball in.
Just when the ball is fast, you know, don't follow, just go for the shot ball and that's okay. Hey guys, don't give up, we come back, come on.
Always positive when you're a coach. There's absolutely no point whatsoever in being negative or telling the guys, oh, you've made this mistake, you've done that, you've done the other. They know they've done it. That was brilliant. So we just got to keep positive, haven't you? And say, okay, let's get back in it. This is what we need to do. Remind them of what the game plan is. And he was saying, don't go chasing on the quick ball, so you're laterally blocking. Just go across the net, close angles. Again, this is a tough position to pass the ball in. That's a good ball, though. Sukuchev again. Well, he's a quality setter, Sukuchev, but he doesn't like defending much, does he? Nice ball in from Perry. He makes the set and then he just stands and watches. That's not covering. That's admiring your set. No hat-trick of points from Brazil then from Isaac serving. Too much on that. Walker chasing after the ball. A couple of substitutions then for Brazil. William comes in for Wallace, as he has done throughout the game. And Evandro coming in for Rafael. Evandro plays his volleyball in Japan for the Suntory Arrows. And another player also in Japan is Bisotto, not playing tonight, he's rested, but he plays for JT Thunder. So those two, no doubt, in constant communication over in Japan, venue for the World Cup this year. Good play from Sanderson. Though, overcooking that one. It was a positive set. In other words, the ball had come into William and he's gone wide, and it's a bit of a cuff from Evandro. No mistakes this time. Monte Williams a little bit too far over, and Geimer off and running, but couldn't bring it back. A serve! And Walker beaten. He thought that was going to go wide. Lucarelli with a little change-up. He's been coming with a jump serve. This time the little jump float. Walker was way up on the 3-metre line. thought about volleying it. He's tried to get out of the way. He's done that, but that one is comfortably in. And it's an ace for Brazil, who are now on match point. Denied them by Williams. Good swing from him, but it's very much Brazil in the driving seat here. They are siding out to victory. And they have got 6 opportunities to do it. Williams for Australia, whose backs are firmly against the wall here. And that is a magnificent pass. And it is all over. Lucarelli on the backcourt pipe. And Brazil remain unbeaten in the World League this year. They have demolished Australia 3 sets to nothing. Well, a fantastic play by the home side. And what a pass that is by Brendel. William goes on the backcourt pipe. Lucarelli puts it away. And Brazil win 3-0. He didn't even have a block either. Brilliant play from Brazil. Well, a comfortable job in the end for the home team, as they keep their unbeaten record going. Job well done by all of the guys on court. These are the statistics, and really it's only the top line you have to worry about, isn't it? Brazil 3, Australia 0. Overall, in that set, the errors were just about the same. But a couple of aces from Brazil were the difference.
Okay, no problem. That's so good, man. Right to remain unbeaten.
Well, I'm delighted to be joined by Rafael. Rafael, you must be pretty pleased with the unbeaten record so far.
Yeah. I'm very happy for today because we were playing with a really young team. They really did a good job, really good job. And I'm very happy for the team because we played better than the last weekend that we played in Belo Horizonte. So this shows us that our job is going the right way. And I think we have to work a little bit more in a lot of things like defense or attack, but I think we are in the right way. So this is the most important thing. The young guys, they played with a pressure in Brazil now, and they played really well. So I'm very happy for the group, and I think we can do better in the next one.
Well, Australia were a tough for you in the first set, but it was quite comfortable in the end.
Yeah, no, what? Australia is a very good team, a young team also, and they are starting to play really well now. I think in a few months, they will play so much better than now, and they will do a real good job. So I'm happy for the team because we are working a little bit, not so long time until now, and we are doing a good job because of this. So I'm very happy for the team. Thank you.
Well, congratulations today. Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
What a fantastic job by Brazil. Let's have a look at the highlights. Well, this then currently how Pool A stands. Brazil remain undefeated. Italy in second place. Australia currently the strongest team as they are holding everybody up. But they can only get better. They'll be looking for their first win, but it hasn't come just yet. Well, it's a fantastic result for Brazil. The home fans delighted. All 6,000 of them packed in here at the São Bernardo do Campo. We hope you've enjoyed the volleyball. Brazil remain undefeated. It just remains for me to be said from all of us here in Brazil, it's time to say goodbye.